Hey, for the last episode in our cold open, we're going to do something really special that we've never done before. We're going to call Rob Lowe from
like his personal phone number?
No, for his podcast, literally. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell Rob Lowe to tell Conan that our show is over. All right?
Oh, yeah. We need to make sure that he's aware.
We need to make sure he's aware.
He's probably going to be worried, you know.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't heard from us in weeks.
We're calling him. Here we go.
Hello, you've reached literally in our lowdown line, where you can get the lowdown on all things about me, Rob Lowe. Leave a message at the beep with your name, where you're from, and a question for me, Rob Lowe. And remember, make it something good. Bring your A game. Don't just hit me with, did you like the West Wing? I want something like, really something. So have at it. Here's the beep.
Did you like the West Wing?
Hey, Rob Lowe. It's Ann Friends.
Hey, it's Ann Friends. We're from the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. That's where we're calling from. Could you please tell Conan that we're ending our show? There's going to be like one more episode after this one, but we're doing 99 now, so of course we got to go to 100. But like we're ending the show. We've been calling Conan for a while, but like he's not really been answering our calls. And I think he's getting worried that he hasn't heard from us in a couple weeks. So if you could just inform him, I know you're on the same network, so if you could just inform him that we're shutting down, that would be awesome. Thank you.
We'd really appreciate it, Mr. Lowe.
That was sweet and simple. I don't think I need to add anything. Thanks, Mr. Lowe. If
you do that, we'll call you Rob High for like a week.
Yeah. Wait, it'd be Save High. Because it'd have to be the opposite of Rob.
I think that'd be Return.
Return High. All right, see you later, bud.
You guys are thinking too much into this.
Hey, check us out on opishows.com or Radio Misfits. Or call me back. I'm Sam.
He doesn't get to know my name.
He doesn't get to know
the whole
name.
concept of the show is just like it's Rob Lowe talking about Rob Lowe's life. Like it's just
it's actually.
Why does it sound so narcissistic?
Because it's about Rob Lowe.
No, it's Rob Lowe talking to people. He takes phone calls and talks to people.
You know, if YouTube doesn't stop trying to give me Joe Rogan podcast like things, like being like, oh, here's clips making you want to watch, I will throw the computer out the window.
Well, while Kimmy throws her computer out the window, Ann Friends is up next, but first take a listen to this other fine Opie show.
This is Minutia Men with Rick and Dave.
When Michelle and I were having some issues having babies, I would have to go. Are you
sure you want to share this?
Sure, why not? So I would go to fertility clinics, and certain body fluids of mine had to be examined. So those body fluids had to come out of my body somehow. Okay.
I know where you're going with this one.
So you go to a room, and everybody knows what that room is for. There's magazines there, so you do what you're supposed to do, right?
Right, exactly.
But then, what is the appropriate amount of time I need to wait in this room?
Because you go in there, it takes you 35 seconds.
Right, exactly.
Then you walk out.
Tony Lasano Podcast, an Opie production on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network.
The nurse gave me a cup, and I looked at her and I said, that's going to take me like 6 months to fill that up. radiomisfits.com.
The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Ann Friends. It's the last episode ever, except until the 100th episode. But this is the last real episode. For the last Ann Friends episode, I thought it would be good for us to introduce ourselves, because for the past 2 years, we've never really told them who we are. So I'll start off and I'll say, hey, I'm Sam, and did you know today Ann Friends turns exactly 2 years old?
Aw, it's like a sad baby.
Terrible twos.
True. That's why we're ending it.
Why
Well, it's sad because I was like, well, it just dies at 2.
Wow.
It's natural.
That's a sad toddler, Kimmy. It's a sad toddler.
That's true.
Yeah.
You ever think toddler was kind of a mean thing to call them? You're just making fun of how they walk.
We could just go based off those people that say they're 24 months.
Yeah, that's the same people who still breastfeed them at that age.
When do you stop breastfeeding?
Age
5.
7, I think.
Yeah.
Age 7!
Both at the same joke.
All right, moving down the list. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Tommy, and I'm free.
You know, I'm wondering is, will you miss it?
I bet you'll miss a little bit of it.
Chances to insult me for no reason?
Yeah.
Fuck you. You insult us.
Yeah, I was kidding. Everyone just insults and pokes each other. I love now, closer as things... Closer towards the ending, Samuel will always be like, hey, I'm sorry if I was being harsh. I was like, nah, bring it on.
Nah, you know what?
I did.
Never mind.
I apologized last week because we just started digging in on Kimmy, and I'm like, oh, man, I don't know if that was too far, but...
I was like, what? At this point, I feel like I'm numb. It's like,
no.
You know, when someone just socks you like so much in a spot where you're like, no.
There we go. Tommy's depressed, Kimmy's numb, and I've gone insane.
Wow, this is very depressing.
I'm pissed.
All right. Hey, Tommy, who's our sponsor?
Booze. We all decided to drink today. That's the concept of this week's show, is we all drink before and during the show. And you decide if it's getting better or worse as we go, I guess.
It's been fine so far. Why don't we, what are we drinking? What are we drinking? Just non-sponsor, but what are we drinking?
Not sponsored at all. I have a delicious Mike's Hard Black Cherry.
Oh, Kimmy?
I couldn't find any beer that wasn't like a Heineken Zero, so I'm drinking straight up soju.
What's soju?
Soju is Korean spirits. Yeah. Product of South Korea. Wouldn't make sure. But I fell in love with it. It basically just tastes like a spicy like rice water with it because it has that like zing. But I could drink a whole bottle and I will die. Like, but it's so smooth. Oh, and it's just like looks like water. So you never know.
That stuff hits you like a Mack truck. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking a good old fashioned Milwaukee Schlitz.
What the frick is a Schlitz?
That sounds like a made up brand in like a GTA game.
It's Schlitz. It really does. It's from Milwaukee. I was going out to the store to buy some beer for tonight, and I was going to pick up a Miller High Life, and I saw Schlitz, and I'm like, oh shit, today's my day.
You should have done Spotted Cow.
They don't sell that here, Kimmy.
You said you were in I thought you said
it's
Milwaukee.
From Milwaukee.
Thought that you got it in Milwaukee.
Kimmy, can I ask why you have Heineken Zero in the first place? Why would you tolerate the taste of beer if it's not getting you drunk? Like, what is the appeal?
It's not mine.
Okay.
I will say that we did have other ones. They were drink. It's more for that way if someone else wants to drink, like, have a beer before bed, but you just want the taste without, like, the heartburn and stuff. Not mine with it. I also have lots of tonic water, but I didn't feel like making a gin and tonic right now. Yeah. That'll be after, maybe.
There you go.
This is just easy. It's like, whoop, pour it. Gin and tonics have a little bit more work to do.
You got to earn that gin and tonic.
And I could have done like White Claws or Trulies, but I'm out and I didn't feel like getting any because I'm just like, we'll go with the hard stuff because it's going to be hard to get through this one last time.
This is going to be hard.
Every time you buy White Claws, you feel the cashier judging you just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right.
I feel judged by a lot of people with it.
Well, let's judge each other with it.
About icing people because I tried to just buy Smirnoff Ice. Just because I wanted to drink alone on a Saturday night. And the cashier was like, only one thing this is for. And I was like, depression? What? Like, I don't know. I guess, man. My night sucks. Thanks for pointing it out.
Can you mail, like, Smirnoff Ice to people?
You're not allowed to take alcohol across county lines, are you?
But if you're mailing it.
I don't think if you can mail
why is that?
Liquor. No,
Everyone
you can
has
take
the same
liquor.
laws on who can drink at what age, so why can't you?
You can take liquor across state lines.
You can?
Yeah, I took maybe. I don't know.
I thought it was one of those laws that, like, you definitely did do that. I thought it was one of those laws that, like, it's technically a law, but, like, no one really cares, but, like, also the post office won't send it for you.
That I believe. I don't think you can send stuff through the post office unless, like, you can prove it. Because they also have those boxes that, like, you can get boxes of wine and stuff, like the monthly subscription bullshit.
Yeah, I know you can like send people like through a service. Like if you buy wine from something, you can send that to someone. But I don't know if you can just send it free form.
I only was asking to see if I could just like send you guys like ice you guys through the mail. That'd be fun. But I don't know if you can.
Yeah, that'd be so much fun.
Get in trouble. Don't vomit.
You ice people through the mail, so you send it and go, you found it. You got it.
If you open it, it's your fault.
It's like they're obligated to be. Someone tried to ice me when we had a get together in Chicago, and someone tried to ice me in the shower, and I saw it in the shower, and I'm like, I'm not obligated to take this. And so they're like, hey, did you find something in the shower? I'm like, yes, I found a Smirnoff Ice, and I did not drink it.
Did you find something in the shower? No. You want to go in there and check if there's something?
Yeah, you should have done that instead.
I didn't see
because
anything.
they were the ones who put it in there. All right.
Should we get to the news?
Covering the news from around the world to your backyard, it is time for the news.
For the schmooze.
Holy shit, did you guys hear that?
No, I think it should be played again.
Covering the news from around the world to your backyard, it is time for the news.
The fact that no one can see you looking around.
Yeah, no one can see what you're doing.
It's a really good bit. It's just
it is. Well, Tommy's wearing.
For those of you at home, I assure you, it's really funny. Trust me.
He looks around like God's talking to him.
Isn't he?
All right. Last news ever. Let's get at it. I can go first. Since I'm first on the list. All right, I got one story. It's great. It's called Married Couple. The title reads, Married couple had no clue they needed to have sex to have a baby and needed lessons from a nurse.
What?
You know? I don't.
You both did the same thing where you're just like, oh, no, I'm not sure.
No, I know what I have to say, but I'm just saying, I was like, is this the premise for Bridgerton? Because basically that's the whole thing. She did not know you had to have sex to have like a kid, and that come from a man makes a child. So I'm like, oh.
I was told that when a mommy and a daddy loved each other very much, it just appeared.
Yeah. Or birds and bees. Birds and bees have sex and it comes. You know, the birds and the bees, they do it. There's a baby.
And then a stork brings the baby, yeah.
Yeah.
So, here.
My thing is, I'm trying to imagine what exactly the nurse had to say. Is the nurse is sitting there going like, how in-depth of lessons do you need? Let me ask you something. That thing in your pants, what have you done with it thus far? Just up until now, you're 30 years old.
I'll tell you this. So it all comes from Rachel Harrison, who was 59 and worked as a midwife.
Damn, Rachel Harrison.
That was her job, as a midwife. And she was a nurse for more than 40 years. And so she was talking to this it was the Sun article where she talked about she was forced to teach the husband and wife about logistics of sex after realizing they had no idea about their own biology. Quote, they said they genuinely thought babies arrived as a result of simply being married and had no clue. Teaching someone about sex is quite a responsibility, but within a couple of visits, the pair couldn't keep their hands off each other, which means they weren't even touching each other.
That's what I love, is that this is all new to them. Think about how fucking exciting that would be. Think about how amazing sex would be if you found out about it right now and just went, oh my God, where have we been all these years? These two are going to be locked in their house for weeks. They're not going to do anything else.
I'm concerned how they've gone that long without knowing anything.
I don't know. Well, granted, you don't know how long they were married together. They could have been married together for I don't know, a month. I mean,
yeah, but before you're married, what about your upbringing? Like, you should have, did no one have the birds and the bees conversation?
No, obviously not.
Did you not have internet? Did you not Google things of, I don't know.
Oh my God, you're right.
They're clearly Catholic.
Yeah, or some form of religion.
Or they've just been so sheltered from everything. They just, those like, not, I wouldn't say Amish exactly, but those ones that are just like, oh yeah, it's just my family and I, we have the crops, we have everything. We don't leave there. There's like a show that's based on them, but they've now spread out. But it's like, you're so honed in to having no technology, you know nothing. So you don't learn anything. But wouldn't your parents
no.
When you walk in on them?
They're British, Kimmy. I don't know.
I've never walked in on my
They're ashamed of themselves constantly.
Oh, wasn't that the whole joke about British people? They did it in What a Girl Wants, where it's just like, we're British. We don't love anything but our dogs. And I'm like, okay. And horses or something. It's like a joke with it.
To go back onto Tommy's statement about walking in on their parents, I kicked down my door on my parents once.
Why?
Why?
because I was coming to say hi, and their door was locked, and I kicked it down. And I said, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Ah!" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck!" And then my
door
mom
was
cried.
locked, and you went, "Well, I better get in there."
No, I don't think it was locked.
For a reason.
I don't think it was locked. I just barged on through because I got home or something.
This is why you don't do surprise visits to your parents. This is why I always tell them when I'm coming to visit.
All right.
I ain't trying to see my dad's penis. My nephew got that, and I felt bad for him.
It's rough.
Alrighty.
Can we bring your nephew on for the 100th episode?
Yeah.
Can we just get like a statement? We won't be here, but can we just get like a statement from him about I'd like to know more about the girth of your father's penis. We never got the chance to interview him, and I have a lot of questions.
Lord.
Length, girth, effectiveness. How veiny does it look?
Shut the fuck. Okay, go to the next story. Go to the next story.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next story. If he can go think about my dad's penis. I'm gonna talk about the next story.
I will.
Maybe we'll
Thank you for permission.
Jesus Christ, this is
here.
A mess.
Maybe this will distract you. Boobs, because the next story is boobs. It's about boobs. You ready? You ready?
It really does distract me.
Boobs.
My dad's penis or boobs?
Where?
Okay, so
tell me more.
Why does it have to be or? Why can't it be and?
Anyway, actually, I can hold on. I'll connect it back to my dad's penis. But let me tell the story here first.
Please, Kimmy, connect it back.
So I'm scrolling Reddit and I find this. I love searching Not the Onion because it gives you those stories. And I find this one. It's about COVID because everyone's getting or not everyone, but people are getting vaccines. And they're starting to come out with allegations. Some things from women were saying they got their period early. And others were saying they were having other issues. Well, the new one that seems to be a claim is that their boobs are getting bigger. If you're getting the Pfizer jab, they're noticing that their boobs are getting bigger.
Tommy, I'm sorry, but they figured it out. That's the real reason we've been handing out the vaccines. Bigger boobs.
That's why I got the Pfizer vaccine.
Yeah.
Well,
I went 3 whole cups. I went up to a AA.
No one has been able to prove yet that I haven't gotten the Pfizer vaccine previously.
See, I didn't get Pfizer.
I've done it 3 times. You missed out, Kimmy.
I know.
There's still time.
I think I have enough. So,
but you can always have more.
So
my back issues say no.
So continue on the story, Kimmy. What fully happened?
Well, the thing here that I'm seeing, and I was reading, scrolling through Reddit, and it made me see, of course, the male side of things had to add in, well, next thing you know, Pfizer's going to work something to get us bigger penises. Yeah. And I always think, because my dad would always talk about, boner pills or ways to enlarge his growth. So I'm like, see, there's the chance. My dad has a chance. The thing is, he did not get Pfizer. He got Moderna. So I bet he'd be really sad finding this out.
I love my dick won't grow. I love the fact that your dad casually walks around and saying, "Yeah, I tried the whole pump thing. It didn't really work. The Viagra pills, they're okay."
What's worse is he will do that conversation with somebody he'll walk up to on the street. He'll just randomly start talking. I'll be like, "Dude, you don't even know this person." You'll be stuck at a light, like you're walking, and you stop at a light. Yeah. There's this person next to you, just talks about something random, like see it on the ground. Like if there's a condom, my dad would talk about it, be like, "Hey, someone got lucky in this corner," and I'd be like, "The heck, you don't know who this dude is?"
He's not lying.
Yeah.
My go-to conversation with strangers is just to pretend that I have kids. Yeah. I convinced someone at work the other day that I have twins. They briefly believed that I had 13-year-old twins named Janet and Jackson.
13?
Yeah, it was when they figured out that I was 23 that they were like, "Okay, no, you're bullshitting me." I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "How did you believe me to start?"
I love how their names are Janet and Jackson. Like, were you just thinking of Janet Jackson? Like, oh, fuck, I got to name the kids.
Yeah, so you go... Right, there's more to it, right? You go like, yeah, we named them. Okay, seriously, we named them Janet and Jackson. I know it stopped being funny like an hour out of the hospital. We're gonna let them change their own names. We mostly just call Janet Boog at this point. It's practice in bullshitting, right? Yeah. It's an improv game for me, and I like to use it on strangers because there's no consequences for lying to strangers. They don't care.
Are they really strangers though when you work with them?
Yeah.
I don't permanently work with her. It's a temporary thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're gonna still run into her throughout
people at my company. Yeah, no. I mean, this is gonna be a thing again where she's gonna be like, "Okay, you're gonna fucking lie to me again, right?"
Like, a guy with 2 13-year-old kids. Yeah, that's me.
It's much funnier when you're just at like the checkout aisle and someone goes like, "Oh, kids, right?" And you go, "Don't I know it?" And they go, "What?"
Do you know what you got to do though? Is if they have a bring a kid to work day, since you're in Hollywood, you could just like hire 2 kid actors.
Yeah.
And bring them in. Yeah.
You gotta go down. You have to be all in on this. You have to do it all holidays, any corporate events. You know, you gotta bring 2 kids.
That would be the funniest shit. Is if there's like a bring your daughter to work day, and I hire like a 30-year-old actor to come in as my daughter, just act like it's completely normal.
Yeah.
All right. Tommy, what's your story?
It's the funniest idea ever. This is surprisingly not in Florida. A Texas, I believe it was a Texas woman, reported that an alligator was swimming in her hot tub. The police were called because the alligator was, quote, swimming naked in a hot tub without regard to the owner's wishes.
Swimming naked?
Yeah, they specified that the alligator's naked.
What? That's so redundant.
And without regard to the owner's wishes. I love that. I love that it's really important that the alligator didn't ask first.
What the hell?
Can you just imagine
they say the alligator resisted at first, but was eventually arrested and later released without further incident.
Whoever wrote this story
that they have
had
to
so
say
much
they
fun.
arrested the alligator.
When they say swimming naked, I've kind of like also just imagine like it's a skinned alligator that just has no skin on it.
It's like freshly molted, like it has no scales on it, like it molted early, and it's just like a like one of those Sphinx cats, but like an alligator shape.
Can you imagine like the alligator?
Imagine that like a pink, like a flesh pink alligator coming at you.
Oh God, nope.
I like to imagine like the alligator learned his lesson, so next time he tries to go in a hot tub, he like walks up to the front door with like a hat, a suit, and a briefcase. He says, "Excuse me, can I use your hot tub, please?"
Pardon me, ma'am. It's a scorcher out today.
I just got back from the
What was
derby.
an alligator doing in Texas? I didn't know they were down there.
Oh yeah.
Well, I feel like I don't know much about Texas. I only know the song that says all my exes live in Texas and that Sandy Cheeks is from Texas.
Those are not alligators.
You know, all my exes really do live in Texas.
I know.
I mean,
that's all I know.
I would imagine there could be alligators like near the Louisiana border, right? Because it's,
I could see that. I always forget that they border.
Oh, yeah.
It's the boonies. Yeah, it's up in the bayou.
You know, my thing is I don't do hot weather. I don't do the heat. I don't do that. I hate it. Makes me cranky. Makes me bitchy. So no, all that down there I don't pay attention to.
It might border Mississippi.
I'm looking into it because it's in Fulshire, so I'm looking. It's right around Houston. So it is pretty close to Louisiana, actually. It's not far out.
Louisiana.
Oh, yeah, they do border.
It's further than you'd expect, though.
I don't know. Maybe, you know what? That alligator is probably a traveling salesman, and he just didn't ask.
He didn't ask.
He didn't ask.
Yep.
That's the thing that we didn't get was the woman's statement. If he had asked, would she have allowed him?
I
bet, asked to use your pool, would you just let them? I'd let them in. It's an alligator.
I'd be more questioning how it could talk.
Well, yeah, sure. If you want to pick apart the bit, Kimmy,
you're not going to question if an alligator can talk if he's selling you very, very fine Tupperware. All right?
No.
That's a reasonably priced vacuum cleaner.
Well, I feel like you could just, if he's that smooth to be like, can I use your hot tub? You're going to end up in the hot tub with the alligator because you got too many questions.
You've never seen Pyrex that good, Kimmy. You're going to be like, yeah, I'll look at the merchandise, go hang out inside the hot tub.
Okay, I'm not a housewife from the 50s or 60s, so you have lost me there.
All right, hey, cheers to the last ever news segment. There we go. That's one down.
Cheers.
Oh, this reminds me, we have to put Leslie down this week.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Jesus, we do.
Get the shotgun.
We have to put Leslie down.
I know, the way you said it, I just thought of Lassie.
Sorry, we'll put
Can
Leslie
we switch the name? Lassie.
No, we can't switch the name. Are you kidding me?
Seems a little late to change the name.
Well,
Kimmy.
we don't have to change the name. We're just gonna Lassie Leslie. How about that?
You mean Old Yeller?
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
Lassie die in like a waterfall incident?
Yeah, they shoot
dark.
Old Yeller.
No, Lassie was fine after the waterfall,
Who's
right?
Yeah,
It was
Lassie
we all
never
got
died.
freaked out. Lassie's the one who conveyed that
yeah.
Timmy was stuck in the well.
Okay. Well, we're gonna Old Yeller Leslie.
You good there, Kimmy?
I couldn't. That was a tongue.
My sister always hated the part in Lassie where Lassie goes over a waterfall because Lassie looked exactly like our dog.
Aww.
I didn't because I couldn't yet process what was happening in front of me because I didn't have object permanence. But, like, I'm sure it would have bothered me if I did.
All right. It's time to check in with Leslie before we put him down. You, the listener. Wait, we're putting down the listener. You, the listener.
Yeah.
I'm talking directly
We
to
have
you.
to kill the listener after this.
That's true. We named you Leslie, a genderless name, but a lovely person at the very least. This is our way to ensure that we include you and welcome you as our fourth friend to the podcast. And what we've been doing lately is pulling questions out of the hat. We have 6 more left, so we're going to do it in a lightning round, baby.
Lightning round.
All right. I pressed the hat. Draw from the hat. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Hat.
All right. First question is, you ever hear of this restaurant called McDonald's?
No.
Could you enlighten me? Tell me more. I've heard something about this, but like I haven't been myself.
I have never heard of this place before. I've heard of a place called McDonald's, but not McDonald's. All right, next question. Fuck it. All right. Who created algorithms?
No, fuck.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Twain.
Both good guesses. Answer? Don't have the answer? I'll look it up. I bet it was John Algorithm.
I just love Mark Twain.
I was keeping with the Mark theme.
Yeah, you were.
Inventor of algorithm. It appears to be.
Mark Zuckerberg? Is that his name? Why do I feel like Mark Zuckerberg is wrong? What did you say?
No, it's actually Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi.
No,
all right.
Mark Twain.
That's
next
the first
question.
result. He's a Persian mathematician.
Question 3. Who's on first?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
No, it's who. Who's on first? What's on second? And I know's on third.
What are you asking me for?
Kimmy, do you have any idea what this is from?
I was trying to I remember the bit. I just was like, what's the next line? I was like, I just know it's like, who's the second, third? I just was like, I need water.
Kimmy hears who's on first, and she's like, line!
I know, literally in my head, I was like, line? What's the next line?
On.
Whose line is it anyway?
Who's on first? Second base, third base.
Is that fair?
All right.
Well, what's on second?
Next question.
Third.
This is actually good.
I don't know.
I like this question. Seriously, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Did you write that question? Is that why you like that question?
I didn't write this question.
Who wrote this question? I don't
remember.
I actually don't know.
I don't think that was me. It's been weeks now. No one is claiming responsibility for this question that Samuel really liked.
No one's answering the question. I think it takes 3, and then you crunch it.
I think I heard once 372. I think I heard that once or twice.
I know in the commercial it's 3.
It is 3. But does the bite count as 1? Does the bite count as any?
That's a bite. It's not a lick. Kimmy, are you looking up?
364.
I mean, they ate the whole center.
I'm sorry. Wait, you were talking.
A group of engineering students from Purdue University reported that its licking machine, modeled after a human tongue, took an average of 364 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
All right.
Now, did they get the entire the lollipop part, or did they just go straight to the center? Is my question.
I take it because it was a licking machine. Also, a licking machine. I feel like porn industry wants to know about this because
I want to know about it. But for now, let's focus on just the lollipop thing. Because how much of the tongue was the licking machine using?
I don't know. I'm trying to look at it, find an image of it.
It should have used the whole tongue.
Can I rent the licking machine?
Yeah. How fast does it go?
All right. Next question.
How fast does it go? And can I rent it?
Next question. We have two more.
Wait, there's other different ones. Wait, the University of Michigan says we
gotta move.
Not to be done. They say 411. Another university when they did it, it was 100. Oh, that one. That I didn't say. But another one says 144. So it depends on what university or apparently a junior high school differences. So I don't know how they did it. But I like the one where it's a licking machine, and I want that.
Next question. Next question. Who's really afraid of the big bad wolf? I'm not.
That's definitely a Samuel.
That is.
Question.
I remember writing
this.
You just
sense it. You could smell it on it.
So is it because of his question? He's really afraid of the big bad wolf.
I'm not afraid of the big bad wolf.
He's gonna huff and he's gonna puff and he's gonna blow your house down.
Well, unless it's made out of brick.
Right, like a normal fucking house.
Yeah. Well, some people don't have access to materials of brick.
Yeah, maybe they have straw or wood.
The moral of that story is that straw is an entirely good material to build your house out of if the world wasn't full of assholes. Because it is. You have to go live with your brother to save cash.
You have to live with your brother.
Wow.
All right. I think this is the last one. This is such a bad question. Great for the last one. The question is, what if you could jump so high?
That is Tommy's question right there.
Yeah.
That was my last one I wrote. I was trying to come up with anything, and I was like, what if you could jump so high? I thought it would come up sooner. I love that that's the last one.
I don't know how to answer this. Yeah, on that note.
But what if you could?
Then I would.
That's awesome.
All right, taste testers.
Ooh, taste it.
This is the last taste testers we're ever going to do. All right, but we're going to go live right now. We're going to go live to do our taste testers. Here we go. Let's see. I think we're live now. We're live. Okay. Last taste testers. Hello, everyone. This is the last time you're going to see us on Facebook in a long, long time. We have two taste testers, and the first one is number 31, and we had to cool this before we drank it because
it's been
obviously
chilling in my
it's a
fridge
drink.
for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. All right, let's open it up.
Been in there for 2 hours. Oh, I love drinking a paper towel.
It's shaped like lemon juice, like one of those really big things of lemon juice here.
I'm afraid. How do I feel like it's Christmas in a weird way?
Oh, this is one of those.
I knew it was this. This is the Fanta I was talking about. This is the lavender Fanta.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he had to get this shipped in from Europe, didn't he?
Yeah. This is awesome.
It's Fanta Zero.
Lemon elderflower flavored.
I'm really excited.
Why is it zero? He sends me the zero sugar
He sends
version.
us the zero too.
This is salting.
All right,
we all got zero.
Let's open it up and
We're all
give it
too fat.
a little smell, huh?
I'm scared.
I don't even think I should smell it. I think I need to just try a drink.
That's so good.
It smells like lavender, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell it from here.
Yeah.
Why? You sounded like you were not going to like the smell at all. And you were like, oh, I can't even smell it. I just need to drink it. And now you're like...
Well, I thought like I shouldn't bother smelling. I should go straight to drinking and get the full experience at once. But then like I opened it instantly just...
A lot of drinking is the smell too.
All right, let's...
Okay, yeah, well, it's the main thing I taste.
Let's go for it. Oh, that's good. That's so good.
Ooh.
This tastes like what you want detergent to taste like.
Yeah.
Like you ever open up like a thing of Tide Pods and just be like, that doesn't really smell like that smells like something I shouldn't eat, but like it would taste amazing if I did.
That's why I love it.
If you just filled Tide Pods with this, people wouldn't know the difference and no one would have to go to the emergency room.
Okay. It tastes
dryer sheet.
It tastes like dryer sheet, but it tastes like good dryer. It's like if you wanted to eat the dryer sheet. It's exactly that.
I do want to eat the dryer sheet.
Yes, have you guys tried reading it at all?
I bet you it deteriorates like cotton candy right in your mouth.
What's it in? Where is this? Where did he get this from? What is the language on the back? I think it looks like...
I don't recognize that language.
I don't recognize the language.
It looks kind of like a Nordic kind of language, but...
It's from Europe, that's for sure.
God. Yeah, absolutely, but like where?
It almost looks like Icelandic a little bit, some of it.
Oh, God.
Maybe, yeah. Or like an IKEA catalog.
That's Swedish.
I want to say that was probably the best taste testers we've ever gotten.
I know. We have rarely gotten a decent taste testers. Yeah. The only one that was better is when he just sent me like a normal fucking Kit Kat bar to go with the dark chocolate one.
That was.
I shared the rest of those Kit Kats with my other half, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the sweet Kit Kats."
I'm gonna like type something into the detect language on Google Translate and see if it figures out.
You definitely can taste the lemon. I like that it's elderflower, though. It's...
But it doesn't taste like anything
I've never had anything
before.
elderflower flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking... I don't know why, and maybe it's just because I'm thinking Lord of the Rings over here.
I'm going to hold it up to the camera. That's what it looks like. Fanta.
I was trying to show the wording, but it's so close together. It looks like one of those, like, you know, those things that you say, yeah, I read it. Just accept.
Okay. According to Google Translate, it has detected the language and has detected the word fat, and it is Lithuanian.
That's what I thought it was.
I'm going to see if I can try like one other word just to see if it comes up the same.
Hey, while he looks that up, we have another...
Wait, this is Polish.
Oh.
Polish? Well, then I'm a terrible Polish person.
Well, here, we have another bag.
Terrible Polish person.
We have another bag that we never opened.
Bougie. Don't do it, actually. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We have another bag that we never opened, and Tommy, I think you have it too, right? You have 26.
That's 2 for Lithuanian, though. I'm going to go with Lithuania.
26?
We have 26, and we've never opened it. So I think we could just open it now and see what it is. You got it, right?
Might as well look at it. Yeah, I got it.
All right, here we go.
I'm touching it. Oh, hey, you took it out. I can take that then.
Oh, it's Doritos Dinamita.
Oh, these are just Takis.
You see, I'm going to go for it, but my body's going to hate me.
I'm just going to have one. They're Takis. That's all they are. If you've ever... You know what Takis are, right?
Yeah, I definitely do.
They're like little tubes, like crunchy tubes. Kind of like Doritos.
Like veggie straws?
No. They're like if you rolled a Dorito.
Yeah.
And made it really hot.
But spicy. Well, these
it looks like
spicy.
veggie straws. I mean, I know it doesn't taste like veggie straws and it's not like the same contents as veggie straws. I'm just saying, like, it looks like veggie straws.
It's like a spicy lime salsa. That's what it's like.
Can I just state that this is guaranteed fresh until date printed, and the date printed on here says June 1st, 2021.
Oh, great.
So these are not guaranteed
These
fresh.
are expired.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, but
I'm pretty sure these were expired by the times I got them.
These are good, though. I mean, I've had Takis before. I used to eat them all the time. And I remember
do the
when they
purple
were
ones all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to give one of these a shot. I do terrible with spicy, but like
it's not that bad.
Just don't do the purple bag. The purple bag is worse for it, I guess, compared to this bag.
The flavor is half of it. I like it if I like the flavor of spicy, I love it because that's the whole thing with spicy is it's like flavor packed, you know?
What do you think, Tommy?
Not that terrible.
No.
Initially, I thought I wasn't liking it, but then, no, cooked it.
That's the thing about the Takis or these type of things is that, like, initially you're like, why am I eating this? And then you keep eating more because you kind of want more of it, you know?
I always liked them.
Yeah.
Right. I ate the first bite there, and I was like, and then I went, oh, wait. No, this is actually pretty good.
My favorite was
spicy cut up and made it happen.
Eating the purple ones because it gets kind of spicy, but then with milk, tummy hates you later, but it tastes so good. Yeah.
All right.
The only reason I miss dairy milk.
I wouldn't buy it, but
that's.
Would you buy this again if you got a chance?
Oh, I would. The Fanta? I would buy the Fanta again.
I don't know if I buy it again. There's something like if it was there and like there was nothing better, I would know I could like drink it, but like it's not my preferred.
Well, you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna run into it a lot. I think it's more of like if you see it there, you'll be like, oh my god, it's.
I'm never gonna be in Lithuania to buy this.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. Well, that's the last.
Testers.
That's the last one. That's the last one to taste testers. Hey, if you like what we did here, and you want to listen to the rest of the show because we're recording our final show right now, just head on over to opishows.com or wherever you find podcasts. Just search for Radio Misfits, and sometime in August we'll have. This is our 99th episode, and sometime in August we'll have our 100th episode. It'll be a 2-hour-long special, so look out for that. In the meantime,
an entire 100 episodes.
Thanks for listening and checking us out all this time. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Hey, we're going to be right back. Stick around for Sex Talk, our final Sex Talk, final check-in with the Florida Man, Prince Philip, and everything else in between. But until then, listen to these promos.
I have to be really bad.
This is such a bad idea.
I'm Howard Sudbury.
And I'm Steve Baskerville. I'm glad this is something we can't be fired from, by the
way. Are you positive about that?
Well, you got to listen.
Yeah, let's see if this show is a fireable offense or if there's something in it that is.
Back to You with Howard Sudbury and Steve Baskerville.
You can find Back to You on Spotify, opishows.com, or wherever you find podcasts. Just search for Radio Misfits.
All right, Adam, what country are you from?
I am from England.
What is the best soccer league in the entire world?
The English Premier League.
What is your day job?
Director of coaching for Illinois Youth Soccer.
So if you were, say, a fan of English Premier League and you wanted to hear the opinions of someone who is from England, who knows a lot of soccer, what podcast would you tell people they need to listen to?
Free Kicks with Adam and Rick.
And that's on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network.
Free Kicks, a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Great talk radio isn't dead. It just moved to a better place. RadioMisfits.com.
But they examined her poop, and it's A-okay.
And we're back.
All right. Kimmy, you know what time it is.
I know what time it is. It's time for you to play that thing to talk about what time it is.
Back to You with
Sex
and Steve. Wouldn't it be neat to have a show where you just randomly said, Back to You with
Sex
and Steve? Wouldn't it be neat to have a show where you just randomly said,
Hi, it's
Sex.
And I'm Dave
from
the Car Guys Report.
And here is
Sex Talk
on And Friends.
What's wrong with you?
Sex Talk.
Hey, wait a second. We do this bit.
No, you don't, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna find your house, and I'm gonna go to your house, and I'm gonna leave you a gift. I'm gonna leave you a Jell-O gift. It's like one of them Jell-O greeting cards. I'm gonna give it to you. We do this bit.
That was the longest one that we had. I think that even surpassed the one where I played most of Hey Ya by Outkast.
Yeah. I wanted to play that one, but I couldn't because he would have
We played the one at least once with the big, huge, enormous, heavy balls, right?
We did. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
All right, Kimmy, for the final ever sex talk, what do you got?
Well, I'm going to end off with a question.
No, you know what? Eat more food before you talk. That's fine.
I will. I am pulling a Tommy right now. We got to have one time where we all eat.
Don't look at me. I didn't eat before I started talking.
Takes a drink mid-conversation.
Yeah, it takes a swing. Anyway, I have a fun fuck, marry, kill kind of going on with the ultimate fuck, marry, kill at the end, just for us specifically. But before then,
literally just us.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Can I do all three at Samuel?
Special one at the end. Special one at the end. Anyway, oh, that makes me sad. I get nothing.
No.
I don't get to die.
What are the?
Sorry, sorry for the letdown.
Anyway, okay. I kept saying because I want to do a celebrity version again, but this one is all the ones of those who keep going back to their exes. So
Are there any sex offenders in this one?
I don't know who sex offenders are anymore with certain ones. So we'll see as we go.
All sex offenders last time.
Well, okay, this one. Tell me if there's a sex offender. First one.
Oh, we will.
You got Ben Affleck. Is he a sex offender?
I don't think so. Not yet.
I feel like he would be, but I don't think so.
Okay. J-Lo and Khloe Kardashian. Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay. I'll go first because I think I got it. I would fuck Ben Affleck, marry J-Lo, and kill Khloe Kardashian. I don't need to. I mean, I don't think I need to give an explanation for killing Khloe Kardashian, and I don't think I need to give an explanation for fucking Ben Affleck. But I will give an explanation for J-Lo, and I think she would be a great wife.
It's possible.
No.
Okay, I've already thought about this, and mine is a little switched, and I could explain why there's differences between Samuel's and mine. I would
Explain to me why you're a switch.
I would marry Jennifer Lopez because I feel like she'd be great in all senses there. I'd kill Ben Affleck. I don't know. He kind of gives me weird vibes with it. I just the things he's got. There's something there. I'm just like, you know what? And the only reason yes.
Flip flop.
I fucked this up.
Again.
You know what? I was marrying J-Lo also for her money. I was gonna marry Khloe for her money, but I want J-Lo for more than just one fuck.
Oh.
It's not just about the money. It's not about her body. I love Jennifer Lopez. We formed such a bond over the course of this game.
No, I would marry her because I'd get money and I'd get to once you're married, come on, the sex is kind of sometimes like a thing, could be. There's that possibility still, and I'm not into necrophilia, so there's that chance.
What? Okay, Tommy, what's your answer?
For a moment, I was actually going to say I was going to marry Khloe for the money, but at the same time, you could do that for any of the three.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Ben Affleck could be delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do that. I do apologize to Jennifer Lopez for having to murder her.
Murder? Okay.
Yeah, I gotta kill her. Yeah, it's a shame. But I don't know. I mean, Khloe Kardashian has spent a lot of money upgrading her appearance, and I feel like that could pay off.
So you would marry Khloe?
No, I'm marrying Ben Affleck.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
He's gonna. So you're fucking Khloe.
We all chose different.
Yes.
I would like to say, in observation of all of our answers, we all directly assumed that there could be something wrong with Ben Affleck in those respects.
There could be.
And maybe it's the memes I've seen for years going on of him, but they're just like, I don't know. And
see, the problem with any of these is that you marry any of them, you're stuck in the public eye for the rest of your life.
That's also true.
I want to marry nobody. I want to marry someone like me who no one notices that they're in the room. So even if they are famous, people can't really tell them that the paparazzi won't find them.
Right. Second round, it's more of the I got back with my exes. To go off Chloe's, we have that Tristan Thompson. You know that he's a basketball player, right? He's a basketball player.
Sure.
I'll look it up.
The baby mama to their daughter. Him and Beyonce and Jay-Z. Because they had that little separation. You don't know it because they won't admit it, but it's in all their songs.
This is hard.
So wait, both Beyonce and Jay-Z are in the game along?
Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Tristan Thompson.
Honestly, Tristan Thompson feels like a really weird addition to this list.
Well, it's because he was, because I couldn't put Chloe and Tristan in the same, so I had to separate them. Now, because they were the ones who were together, and then they broke up and got back together. That's the whole theme of this one. People who had exes that they left and got back together with.
Okay. Well, how come Tristan Thompson's ex isn't in this game?
It is. Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah.
She was in the other one.
She's not in this one. All right.
You had to split up someone.
Like it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to Tristan Thompson. It's not his fault, but I have to kill him just to remove him from this game. Because I don't understand his inclusion in this round. I think he belonged in the last round. I don't know why J-Lo can't be in this round.
Well, because
can I search for J-Lo again?
No. It's all because you just want to have J-Lo. I know.
I killed J-Lo last time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I don't know what the difference would have been. Anyway, Samuel, do you have anything?
I would do the same thing. I'm sorry to Tristan. I bet he's a great guy, but I would also kill him just to get him out of the game. But it's also a really, really hard one to choose. No, I think it's a hard one to choose because I think both Beyonce and Jay-Z would be amazing partners. I think they would be great to marry, both of them. And I don't want to just fuck one of them. I don't want to fuck one of them because then I want to have like an actual relationship with them. They seem like great people.
If we have a thruple with Beyonce and Jay-Z?
No polyamorous really. I thought we were a progressive podcast, Timmy.
Can we double date? Can Samuel and I double date Beyonce and Jay-Z?
And we'll have like a swinger situation.
It doesn't even have to be like a whole thing. Can we just meet up for orgies on Saturdays?
If one has to choose...
Are you free on the 30th?
Here, this is what you have to do. You have to choose one that you would, the other. So one of you would have to choose between Jay-Z and Beyonce, which one you would marry. And the other one would be to fuck would be the other person's, I guess, then. So.
All right.
Which one are you marrying? And then which one are you marrying? Then to come together on Saturdays for your orgy.
I'll marry Beyonce and fuck Jay-Z.
I like how he's like, I'll take one for the team.
They're already married. Do we have to get married to make this work?
In this game, they're not married.
They're not married.
They're not married in this game.
No. In this game, we've torn their relationship apart.
Because we've torn. Yeah, it's cut off.
Kimmy.
Yes.
The bonds of marriage are an eternal binding contract.
Yeah, and you do know that these two also have
each other.
No, because also there's been cheating that's gone on. If you loved him,
how do you know? You don't know. You don't know nothing about Jay-Z and Beyonce's life.
I just want to say something. Tommy is supporting marriage right now. Be amazed by that.
I am kind of, and I'm on over here. Well, I also, the amount of divorces that I've seen and have in my like family history, I'm more also like, I'm going to be like, no, marriage doesn't matter. It does not.
Okay, tell me that when you get the tax write-off, Kimmy.
That's why I just do like a partnership or civil union, after a certain amount of time, you could do that thing. I don't know.
All right, what's the next one?
To be honest, I'm just going to say mine real quick because it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I would kill Jay-Z.
What?
Marry Beyonce. Fuck Tristan Thompson.
What?
Yeah.
Why'd you kill Jay-Z?
Yeah, what did Jay-Z ever do to you?
Were you not confused by Tristan Thompson's inclusion in this round of the game?
I knew I was the...
No, because she put it together.
I put it together. You know what? On that note, the final fuck, marry, kill, the final three, me, Samuel, Tommy, go. Who are you fucking? Who you killing? Who you marrying?
Obviously. I said
you're also in yourself, so you're gonna kill yourself too, or you're not gonna.
No, I'm gonna fuck myself. I'll marry Kimmy and I'll kill Tommy.
I'll marry myself because no one's ever gonna love me as much as I love. What?
But who are you killing? Who are you fucking?
Who did you marry? You killed me, right?
Yeah, and I married Kimmy. And I fucked myself.
Okay. I'll fuck your wife and then kill you. I think I just won the game. Did I win the game? I'm really happy, and you're sad and dead.
You know what I was going to say? I'd kill myself so it doesn't matter who I fucked or who I married. I'd be dead anyway.
Oh, that's a non-answer.
Everything. So you're fucking a dead person and you possibly...
I love this. I love how our answers to this was to collectively screw each other over. We all tried to screw each other over.
So basically we all fucked each other. Because we did. Each other over.
We didn't kill anyone. We all fucked each other. Yeah.
At least you didn't fuck a dead corpse.
I killed you.
Samuel.
I definitely killed you. You two are both dead. I'm alive.
No, I killed you.
Your widowed wife's corpse. Oh, you did kill me.
I did kill you.
But did I kill you first?
No, it was timed. It was a timed killing. You know,
we both had the gun and we fired at the same moment.
No, it was
and bled out separately. You shot me in the head, but the bullet wound you took to the stomach will eventually kill you from sepsis.
No, it's more of like I fucked myself, married Kimmy, and then gave you arsenic, right? And so like it takes time for you to die, and then you marry Kimmy.
There's no antidote.
You marry yourself.
No, I fucked Kimmy.
You fucked Kimmy.
I married me.
See, mine was I married you, Samuel, couldn't handle it, killed myself.
Killed yourself.
It was too much.
The pressure of marriage just was like, no.
It was too much.
It was too much.
I think that's probably the best way we could have ended sex talk.
Did you think about the fact, though, that we actually did line up perfectly? Because by me saying that I fucked Kimmy and married Samuel, when she said she kills herself, that means she still marries Samuel. That also means she fucks me, which means all of ours go around in perfect triangles.
Yep.
It's completely no two people got the same answer. It's perfect. It's truly perfect.
You know what? Cheers to that. Cheers to a perfect sex talk. There we go. Did you get another Mike's Hard?
Yeah, it's the third one. I got it when I got it to pee. I also have to pee again.
Just start slurring.
Oh, I gotta look at the bottle level. I'm halfway.
Oh boy. This was
serious shit too. I'm drinking Mike's Hard. You are drinking like actual
But
liquor.
I also have two other drinks. I have the not juice, but the Fanta now, and I have water. I made sure. It was funny when we took a break and you went to pee. Samuel saw me taking some. He's like, Kimmy, stop it. Put it down. Felt like a child in trouble.
I don't want us to be...
That was like he was smacking it out of your hand.
Tony is going to love me after this. This is going to be great.
Tommy's Review Corner.
You know what that means.
Ooh.
It's time for viewer mail.
Yeah.
No, it's time to review 2 years of And Friends.
Oh, can't wait to hear this one.
I honestly thought it was 3 years. I have been sitting here for weeks thinking that this has been 3 years.
Well,
I was positive of it.
You were probably thinking Lozano and Friends too, so you're adding in what we came from.
That was kind of an
probably
extension.
that? Because I think I was only on that for a year before this, right?
Yes. Yeah,
we did a season where we were doing both, and then that one ended and we continued.
We did 2 seasons on Lozano and Friends. We did 2 whole seasons.
Because we did a season where we were just there, and then a season where we were doing this as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They are correct. So I was like, wait a second. We didn't do 2 beforehand. I was like, wait a second.
No, it was 3.
That was in my mind.
Wait, so what's your review? You just made an observation on what you thought it was.
I'm leading into it.
Oh,
I'm leading in, okay? I'm continuing the review. The review continues. It's been neat.
Yeah.
It's been a neat 2 years. I think, it's gone through some interesting changes. I had the first time I was out here in Pasadena when we started, and it sounded like I was calling in via phone every week because I had that like gaming headset. Yeah. It was my old microphone. I didn't have a preamp for it, and But then, we got into the studio. We're doing museum broadcast communications for a while. It was cool. And then we split off again during the pandemic, and I got a better microphone. And I think, I don't know. Yeah, I think I had to call it on this at this point, but I also think I do it again.
Yeah.
I think it was a good experience.
Yeah, that's heartfelt. That's a heartfelt thing.
Like one of those relationships where like you go, okay, like I don't think the two of us can move forward as a couple, but like also, if I was going to go back, I'd do it again.
Yeah.
This would be fun.
Hit way too real to current life.
That's okay.
Yeah. Same.
This is real. This is
I need a drink for that.
And that's why we're drinking, folks. No.
Oh, that's not why? Because I thought that was why.
No, I mean, yeah. I like that.
I'm drinking just because I have to deal with you guys again.
You know what, Tommy? I think that was your most honest review you've ever given. I think that was an actual review.
Snotty ass joke because he was being too sentimental.
Yeah, right.
It's being too nice.
Backpedal.
It's gonna go to your heads.
Oh, Tommy has feelings.
I need more to drink. This is too much.
Don't go telling people.
Oh wow, that's a lot of the bottle.
Okay, the promo's gonna be great on this one.
You're welcome, Tony.
If you like And Friends, then be sure to check out some other programs on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Pick out your favorite news show at opishows.com. Remember, Opie is hippo spelled backwards. OPPIH shows.com. We're not plugging anyone today.
We didn't even have like a specific show this week because everyone's on fucking hiatus.
Yeah.
But we're the only ones willing to cancel completely.
We're the only ones with the will.
Ooh, Kimmy. Oh, that just came out, didn't it? That just flew right out of your mouth, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to swallow it back in, so it's been said.
Oh, no. And Friends starting shit last episode.
Maybe they won't listen.
But you know who is listening.
I know.
You heard it here first.
Oh, you're going to get a mouthful on that
fired.
One.
Back to You is fired. Remember the interview?
You made Kimmy do a spit take. Kimmy did a spit take. She's walking out.
She's going to vomit.
No.
You made a joke at the wrong time. I was trying to swallow it.
You did a spit take.
But then the hot Cheeto stuff from before also burned.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, man.
See all this? Right. We just need to do this once a week. We don't need a show.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
For the last time ever, it's time to check in with the Florida Man.
Hi, it's Rick.
And I'm Dave.
From Minutia Man.
And here is What's Wrong With You, Florida on And Friends.
What's wrong with you, Florida?
Hey, wait a second. We do this bit.
Yeah, we do this bit now.
Now they can have the bit.
Now they get the bit back.
Take it.
I have a great story. Kim, here, you good? You good now?
Hot Cheeto dust.
The title of the story. The title of the story reads: Florida woman arrested for masturbating outside of chicken shop twice in 1 month.
Well, now I'm going to vomit.
A Florida woman was arrested twice in 1 month after she was caught masturbating in public. She was first arrested for pleasuring herself outside of a 7-Eleven in front of a man and his young nephew. And only a few weeks later, she was caught doing exactly the same thing, this time outside a Popeyes restaurant with the same man and nephew.
Why? Is that her way of torturing this man and his nephew?
So they don't own the 7-Eleven. Like, they just went to 7-Eleven and they went to Popeyes. And both times she was just like, yeah.
There's apparently like a number list on what happened. So the first time she was caught, authorities chose not to pursue criminal charges against the person, despite the felony of lewd and lascivious. Lascivious?
I would guess lascivious.
Look
it up.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. She was released from prison long afterward. Number 2, the next time she was caught, she was going to town on herself near a Popeyes dumpster. Not only that, but she was fully naked this time. A police report revealed that she was showing no signs of being drunk or under the influence of drugs, and there was no evidence of mental health issues.
Wasn't there?
There has to be something there.
Isn't this evidence?
I don't know. Maybe that's just how she gets off.
It's lascivious. Of a person, manner, or gesture, feeling or revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire.
Thirdly, she was arrested on charges of exposure of sexual organs, a misdemeanor, and she was booked into the county jail for a $150 bond, and now she has a $15,000 fine.
Ouch.
Although something says that she might offend in the future, because she was found smirking when she was caught continuously rubbing her vagina in the 7-Eleven parking lot. And when she was caught outside the Popeyes, it seems she got a rush out of being caught by the police in public.
It's porn, I swear. Is that? And I feel like that's what she should do instead. Just get, not get caught and go to jail.
Maybe she just doesn't have to follow this guy and his nephew around. Like, maybe she can just do this at any other 7-Eleven. It'll be just as fine.
Why at, 7-Eleven and Popeyes? Like, out of all places, is there something with this? They both have distinctive smells, in a way, because you get the 7-Eleven,
you think it's
smell with, their food cooking and Popeyes.
Yeah.
Got a new smell now.
Jesus.
It ain't pleasant.
Fish and pennies.
Yeah, I mean, she probably just got off to it. You know, she thought, what's the most populated place around me? 7-Eleven? Let's go.
7-Eleven and Popeye's Chicken? These are the most populated places nearby?
It's Florida, Tommy. You know what we're talking about.
Can't find an Outback?
I have just the title of the last story, and it is Florida man accused of stealing gator from golf course, threw it around to teach it a lesson.
Why? Isn't that animal abuse? To teach it a lesson,
Kimmy.
That's animal abuse.
Yeah, it is.
That's why we're hearing about it.
But what lesson was he teaching it?
Apparently they saw a man
on par game.
Well, it was 2:30 in the morning, and they saw a man attempting to throw a live gator onto the roof of a building. He grabbed the creature by its tail, hit it against the building awning. He was also accused of slamming it into the ground and stomping on it twice and throwing the alligator over his shoulder onto the ground.
How big was this alligator then?
Probably pretty small. You get those little gators sometimes that'll be like just a couple feet long.
So here's his reasoning. He admitted that he jumped a fence into an alligator enclosure at a nearby miniature golf course and stole the gator after wrestling it. When asked why he abused the animal, he claimed he was teaching it a lesson.
Every bit of the story adds new layers to it. Like the fact that it's a miniature golf course, the fact that he did it at 2:30 in the morning. Like what?
Yeah,
what lesson could he possibly have to teach him? He really fucked up his shot, clearly.
Maybe he did something when he was playing the other day with his kid.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, maybe he was getting back.
How does he know which alligator to target?
How many alligators do you think are probably at this one miniature golf course?
Why are they near a miniature golf course?
It was an alligator.
Little children make delicious food.
Well, that's Florida, man.
A 2-year-old that got eaten at Disney World a couple years ago.
Really?
Yeah, like an alligator ate a kid a few years back in Disney.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Saying it with a smile. Yeah.
We're getting near the end of the show.
It's not so much a smile as much as
All right.
You know that feeling.
True. Hey, guys, guess what?
Chicken butt.
It's been 117 days since Prince Philip died.
It sounded kind of like 170, so I just want to clarify to the people at home that it's 117.
117. And you know what? I never really fully explained why we were checking in with Prince Philip's death. And you guys might actually get a kick out of this. So it turns out, if you look at our statistics, most of our audience are from the islands of Tanna and Vanuatu, which also happens to be the two islands that has the Prince Philip movement.
Oh shit.
I'm not kidding. So I was just trying to help out those who are part of the Prince Philip movement to know how long it's been since their savior died.
You think our entire audience is part of a Prince Philip cargo cult, and you spend every week mocking the death of their god?
Yeah, did you never think of it that way? It could be hurting them to have this remembering instead of moving on.
I didn't think.
All 7 of our viewers are from a small island that believes Prince Philip was a god, and you spend every week mocking his death.
I just think, Buzz Lightyear, you're marking me, aren't you? That's what you're doing.
Yes. All right.
Mongo like candy.
Mongo like candy.
Why was I just thinking about that?
Everybody got a dime.
Somebody's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
Oh,
God.
No.
Okay, we got to end the show. Unfortunately.
Screw you. I work for Mel Brooks.
Everyone disperse. It's time for Tommy's
tangent.
Damn it, I wanted to say that.
All right, Tommy, last and ever tangent.
What a ride. What a ride, y'all. Glad that we could take it here. With you. With family. That's my best Vin Diesel.
This makes it so much better that it's the end of the show that we've finally decided to drink. Had a couple beers in us, and Tommy's just like, you know what? This is a good time.
It's been fucking crazy.
Should I still hand out all these little postcards I got?
Yeah.
Kimmy's got those little flyers, those laminated flyers. Ooh, you got back to you ones.
That was in the middle of them. That was really funny.
I wonder if I had one of those. I threw all mine in the garbage can when I moved.
God damn it. That's your fault. No. But yeah. What a ride. It's been a good ride. We kind of did it when we did the review corner. Reminisced a little bit, but yeah, it's been fun.
I kind of phoned it in on this tangent after that review corner, but it's a good way to close out and say thank you to the listener and thank you to Tony. Thank you to Tony for being, and I said this personally when I talked to him about like walking away from the show, and I was like, thank you to him for being very very supportive of all of my decisions up to and including quitting. Just because he's been he's been our biggest supporter, our biggest fan from the start, and he's a good guy.
Well, Tommy, I want to let you know that there will be an exit interview for the show. So Ed Silla is actually sending someone over from our West Coast branch of Radio Misfits to give you an exit interview sometime later this week.
Exit interview. Can I get a letter of recommendation out of this?
You probably can. Like,
can I tell you, I did put this, I put Lozano and Friends on my resume when I got my current job.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I took notes on that, and so I was like, oh, you want me to take notes on the session to make it easier on the editor? Well, let me tell you about a time when I took notes on things to make it easier for the editor.
Yeah, and you made it easier for the editor to the point where it became a bit of how little notes you took.
Yeah. Yes. The
but
joke
they don't
became
need to know that
I was terrible at it, but they wouldn't listen to the show, so it was fine.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you put it pretty well when we did the review corner, but I think despite the whole mess of a show it's been for 2 years, we did gain a lot of experience. So, actually running a show.
We gained a whole lot of experience.
Oh, yeah. But, anyways, that's it. Hey, check out later this, it's sometime in August, and Friends, the 2-hour primetime 100th episode special. It'll feature a t-shirt gun shooting out a shirt with our famous catchphrase, oopsie doopsie, Norm from Cheers, and an extra special appearance from Clint Howard of the Howard Brothers.
Clint Howard!
I want you to know how often Samuel used to send me Clint Howard photos. Like, it was just every time Clint Howard posted on Instagram, I got like a direct line from Samuel about Clint Howard's newest post. Didn't matter if it was funny. Didn't matter if it was interesting. I got every fucking post.
I had to keep you updated.
You just want to make sure you were up to date.
That's exactly right.
Evidently.
All right. Here's the last time. Listen, subscribe, and rate, and friends on opishows.com or wherever you find podcasts. Just search for Radio Misfits and be sure to rate this podcast with 5 stars. And if you leave a comment, we might read it on future podcasts.
Special thank you to Chief Engineer Samuel Greenberg, who really did do the most out of the 3 of us towards making the show work.
Yes.
That's a legitimate thank you because he really did do the most technical work.
I did.
And to executive producer Tony Lozano, who I've already given the big thank you, but with opishows.com, Opie being hippo, spelled backwards, OPPIH shows.com, birth of his old show, The Big Fat Nude Hippo Show, which, you know, as far as daytime television goes, I think that was some of the best.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have met, gotten to do this. This would never have existed and flourished. And to our distributor, Ed Silla, without him, we wouldn't be up on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network, where great talk radio isn't dead. It's just moved to a better place. radiomisfits.com.
Do you remember when we turned Ed Silla into Emperor Palpatine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
We spent kind of a while there just making fun of Ed Silla, and I think Tony cut out a lot of it.
Yeah. No, but Ed Silla really was... He believe it or not, Ed Silla did let us do a lot, so it's just as big as a thanks to him as Tony.
We were never told not to do pretty much anything, aside from playing copyrighted music. It was pretty much anything we were cleared to do.
And just try not to swear on Facebook Live, but...
All right.
Clearly, it didn't stop us.
Hey, any last words that we want to put on T-shirts? What's the last words for today?
Each, aside from oopsie doopsie, be excellent to each other.
I want to just say cheers because it's like in my head.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 It was a good run, gang. We'll see you around the bend. Maybe on some other podcast that might pop up. Who knows?
Maybe we'll have an actual concept for a podcast next time.
Yeah. Hey, this podcast had a concept. It was just
the concept was let's make a podcast.
Yeah, it was a wild one.
Remember when we started this and we were asked to come up with like an elevator pitch, like a 30-second description of the show, and literally none of us could manage it?
Yeah, and we never did.
That took months.
Yeah, that's why I'm quitting the show.
Shut up. That's not true. We all had fun doing this, and we'll have fun doing whatever else we do. But I will say, we weren't friends before this, but now we are. So
that's true. It took till like somewhere in season 3, I think, before I said we were friends.
Oh yeah, no, there was like a season 2. You actually said it, and we called you out on it. And you tried to backtrack and be like, no, I meant it as a joke. And we're like, no, you said it. We have it on tape.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tommy, you know the deal. Let's do it.
3,
2, 1.
Finale.
Final.
And done.
Release me. Don't try to make this harder than it's gonna be. Release me. Don't tell me that you love me when you're hurting me. No matter how long, no matter how hard, never go back into a broken past. You ripped my heart out, pushed me too far. Not gonna wonder why we didn't last. I've been here, I'm done with this. There's not a chance I'll forget, won't forget. No matter how long, no matter how hard, never go back into a broken past. You ripped my heart out, pushed me too far. Not gonna wonder why we didn't last. We didn't last. Release me. Don't try to make this harder than it's gonna be. No matter how long, no matter how hard, never go back into a broken past. You ripped my heart out, pushed me too far. Not gonna wonder, not gonna wonder why we didn't
It was a lot harder than I expected.
The proceeding was a presentation of Opie Productions. Find our other shows wherever you find podcasts, including opishows.com. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
So, Lou, what's the deal with horsepower? I mean, we don't use horses anymore.
Well, we like horses, and that's how it started, so these are our new ponies.
At least we're living in the golden age of horsepower and doing our best to enjoy it like we do on the Car Guys Report, Informed Automotive. I'm Mark Vernon.
I'm Lou Costable.
Join us for the Car Guys Report, a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie production on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network.
You really think you could feed like 700 horses, Mark?
What's so funny, Tommy?
You dress like you're in the 70s. What the fuck is...
How are you surprised how I dress? This is how I've always dressed.
No, usually you wear pajamas more than lately, so.
That's true.
This is later
Normally
in the
you're
day.
like believable as a human in today's modern society, but right now you look like a dad in like a 70s sitcom.
Oh my God.
You look like that picture of The Rock. You know the one that goes around?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got
He
the
just needs a
turtleneck.
fanny pack.
Yeah.
He just needs a fanny pack.
What do you get when you hear a celebrity Minutia Men interview, Dave?
You will get Mark Cuban and Anthony Scaramucci, Cousin Oliver from the Brady Bunch, and the bully from The Christmas Story.
Yes.
The voice of Siri and She Shed Cheryl. My God, the list goes on.
So you'll get Minutia, Celebrity Minutia Men Interview, a Tony Lasano podcast. Go to opishows.com or wherever you find podcasts. Just search for Radio Misfits.